Hey, what is up, everyone? Gaming Hearts 1 here, and today I'm going to talk briefly about Red Dead Redemption and whether or not it deserves its own movie. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys all see what's on the screen, whether or not it's cinema worthy. Obviously, the Red Dead Redemption game from 2010 and 2018 are cinema worthy, but honestly, I do feel like one or both of these games deserve like a film adaptation sometime in the future. I don't think that's going to be something that's going to happen anytime soon because I feel like we would have gotten one of either movie by now. But Red Dead Redemption 2 came out back in October of 2018, and the game is like 4 years old now. So I think it's still too soon for a Red Dead Redemption 3 sometime in the future, but I do feel that we're definitely going to get Red Dead Redemption 3 before the end of the 2020s decade. At least that's my personal belief, because Red Dead Redemption 2 is too popular not to have a sequel, similar to Red Dead Redemption 1 from 2010. And it's hard to believe that the series has been around for almost 20 years, because I believe the Red Dead series started back in 2004. But during that time period, a lot of people were talking about Grand Theft Auto and Halo and, so many other video game franchises that were popular during the 2000s decade. It didn't start to explode in popularity until the teens decade. And a lot of people feel like that both games are two of the best action adventure titles to come out of the teens decade. Probably two of the best action adventure titles to have emerged within the past 20 years. And a lot of people consider like the first one to be a masterpiece. They loved everything about it, from the storytelling, the dialogue, and to like the cut scenes, which were nearly perfect. And I believe Red Dead Redemption 2 had like 4 different endings to it, and it felt like everything that was included in Red Dead Redemption 2 was basically turned up a notch. And it feels like Rockstar Games had improved upon the first, not the first installment, but Red Dead Redemption 1 in more ways than one. And that's something that a lot of people loved. A lot of people loved the soundtrack from the original Red Dead Redemption game. They also liked the soundtrack from the second one as well. And you look at the latest installment from 2018, it ended up becoming one of the most highly anticipated action-adventure video games of the teens decade. And I believe Red Dead Redemption 2 managed to reach like somewhere around 43 million copies in worldwide sales on multiple gaming platforms. And I believe the series in general has managed to reach somewhere around 65 million units sold worldwide, and it's one of the most profitable video game franchises that Rockstar Game has, next to the Grand Theft Auto series. And I do feel like this is a game that deserves like some type of film adaptation, because you look at the video games that has received like movies that appeared in the big theaters. Like you had Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, which appeared in theaters in 2020 and in 2022. You had the Uncharted movie that appeared in theaters early this year. You also had the Tomb Raider movies from back in the day. That a lot of people like, where Angelina Jolie was a part of those, and it was really big back in the day, but rightfully so, because Tomb Raider was hot on the PS1, and during the 2000s, I feel like it was hot. It was more popular in movies than it was in relation to video games. But in the teens decade, it seemed like Tomb Raider had started to like have that surge in popularity, once again. And a lot of people are hoping for like a brand new Tomb Raider game, like an official Tomb Raider game, sometime in the future, like for like the PlayStation 5 or something like that. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that whole deal. And I do feel that like making a film adaptation of Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2 could actually work in Hollywood with the right director, the right writers, and right actors as well. And I do feel that like this is Red Dead Redemption 1 or Red Dead Redemption 2, it's a game that is more worthy of a film adaptation, even more so than Gran Turismo, because there had been rumors that basically have been confirmed that we're supposed to be getting a Gran Turismo movie sometime in 2023, and a lot of people are hoping that it doesn't get pushed back. But you think about the Gran Turismo series, there's really no story, okay? It's just simulation racing games. Doesn't have a main character or a main villain or anything like that. It's just everything is done like in, I wouldn't even say first person. It's just it's just a series of sim racing games that a lot of people like, and I feel like the Gran Turismo series, like for the most part, a lot of people go on record and say it peaked during the 2000s with Gran Turismo 4, possibly either 3 or 4 were possibly the best installments within the entire series. And don't get me wrong, Gran Turismo Sport from 2017 was good as well, but Gran Turismo 7 was something that, like, Sony's not even talking about the sales numbers or anything about that, and a lot of people were pissed off about the microtransactions that was included in the game, which hurt the overall quality of the game itself. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel that seeing how Gran Turismo 7 has basically, I'm not going to say it's a failure, but commercially has not been performing well, and I'm not exactly sure whether or not it's going to even surpass Gran Turismo Sport in terms of sales. And the fact they're supposed to be getting a movie in 2023, I think is exciting, but at the same time, it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to be done. But I do feel that Red Dead Redemption deserves some type of film adaptation in one way or another, but as we all know, Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive are not really into making movies or anything like that. They haven't announced anything about there being a Red Dead Redemption movie anytime in the future, and I do feel that we'll probably get a Red Dead Redemption 3 before we get a Red Dead Redemption movie. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, I feel like, over time, the series is going to continue to grow in popularity. And one day, it might be years from now, it might be a decade from now, 15 years from now, whenever, we're definitely going to get a film adaptation of Red Dead Redemption because, the Western genre is still really popular, whether it be in gaming or whether it be in television or whether it be in movies. And I do feel that that's something that Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games should definitely capitalize on. The thing is, there just has to be people who want to, take one of the two games and translate it in the form of a movie or a film. And I do feel like, there's definitely money there and to be a huge box office attraction. But if Red Dead Redemption 2 were to be translated, into film, or if it was to receive a film adaptation, question is, what ending would you use? Because I believe Red Dead Redemption 2 had 4 different endings. And I do feel that you could probably get away with a standalone movie as well because the series is just that popular. And I do feel that a standalone movie would be even more appealing because people won't know what the ending would be, and I think it would add to the intrigue of the movie itself and making people want to watch it if a Red Dead Redemption movie were to happen in the future. But as it currently stands, it doesn't seem like anything like that's going to happen in the future. But a lot of people are still enjoying Red Dead Redemption 2 and all the features that come along with it, and we're basically waiting for Red Dead Redemption 3 to appear on current generation consoles later down the line, most likely on the PS5, because I'm almost certain that we're going to get Red Dead Redemption 3 before the PlayStation 6 comes out.